why black people get ashy, this ashy gray skin. Women, you know, in their 30s and 40s start to experience this more and more and more. And why black women and men have very dry hands? Does anybody know why? Well, let me share this with you, and it's probably something that most people don't know. Black people, black skin, dehydrates much faster than white skin. Black skin loses more water than does white skin. That equals the problem. Because the skin dehydrates, the skin becomes dry, the skin becomes ashy in color, ashy purple, ashy gray. What black people have to understand, and please note, there's a difference between hydration, text speed 83 high. There's a difference between hydration and there is a difference between oil. Black people can have oily skin, and a lot of black men, when they are young, have very oily skin. And some black women have very oily skin, particularly if they suffer from PCOS and hormonal imbalances and they have hormonal, they also have oily skin. But oily skin and excess oil has nothing to do with hydration. Completely two different things. Hydration is when your cells can hold water in their cells under the epidermis, so that it keeps it nice and supple. Oily skin and oil production comes from oil glands. Here. So oil production comes from here. This is your oil gland. This is the oil gland. Every human being has this oil gland. This is all of your skin on the surface. This is the hair. This brown thing is the melanin, the color of the hair. And this is the oil gland. So, just so you understand, there's a huge difference between oil and between skin being hydrated. The hydration has something to do that is in the whole system, that there is hydration, that there is water in the system, in the body. And the water stays, and this water is kept under the skin. So the exact example I can give you is for women, white women, they go into menopause. White women that go into menopause also lose hydration and the skin becomes dry. You must have heard this very often, you know, that women that pass their menstrual cycles when there's no more menstruation and they're in menopause, then they call this itchy bitchy, that the skin is very dry and the skin is very itchy. Why? Because the skin gets dehydrated as well. And even if people have oily skin, the oil subsides, but the oil has nothing to do with hydration. So now what are black people to do? People that have dark skin, and now I'm talking to black people that have dark skin, but okay, also for women in general, they are past menopause. What is the one thing that every black person should use twice a day, 24 hours and 24/7, never stop using it, to eliminate that ashy gray look? Is hyaluronic acid. This liquid, this is hyaluronic acid. This is the one thing that every black person, woman and man, should use twice a day on their skin after they cleanse their skin, they exfoliate, they shave, whatever they do. Hyaluronic acid. This is the thing that has to be applied on the skin, and then of course you have to apply a cream or a hydrating serum on your skin, a moisturizing serum. But why this? Why hyaluronic acid is the #1 thing that every person, every black person and every woman post-menopause should use this? Because when you apply this hyaluronic acid, you apply that on your skin, what happens is, what happens is it absorbs. When you apply hyaluronic acid on your skin, it absorbs the hyaluronic acid and it goes down here. Okay, let me show you again. So you apply it here, and then it's absorbed here, and it's laying in anywhere between these, Elijah, hi honey, it's laying anywhere between these layers of skin, the hyaluronic acid. And why is hyaluronic acid so important for black people not to have ashy skin? I tell you. Thank you, love. Hyaluronic acid can hold 1,000 times its weight in water, which means that any fluid, any water that is in the human body, hyaluronic acid will take it, and it will hold it for 8 hours. So it will, like it's a scavenger, it will grab the water wherever the water is, and it will expand. And when it expands, it holds the water in its molecular structure. It holds the water, and by holding the water, it allows the skin to remain hydrated for 8 hours. So this is why hyaluronic acid is the #1 thing that every black man, every black woman should use, because that is the base to eliminate ashy gray, ashy purple skin. And then, of course, after you put the hyaluronic acid, you have to put a moisturizing serum on your skin, a serum, a cream, whatever is suitable for your skin. But this is the #1 thing. Hyaluronic acid, this should be your Bible. This is something that nobody should live without, because that will avoid that ashy look to the skin. Now, you say, okay, what is hyaluronic acid? Here, I give you a perfect example, a second example, a perfect example, what is hyaluronic acid. So, guys, hyaluronic acid in nature, in our body, is something that we are born with, that we have. And hyaluronic acid is a gel that actually we have, all human beings, irrelevant of color, because that makes no difference. We have hyaluronic acid between our joints. So every joint, your elbow, everything that moves in your body, between the knuckles, between the joints, between the connections, has in it a gel that is hyaluronic acid. And this hyaluronic acid allows our movement. Now, anybody, if you remember your grandmother, your grand-grandmother, people in their 80s, so many times you can hear that their fingers crack, that they move their elbow, it cracks, that their knee cracks. Why? Because there is no more hyaluronic acid. There is no more gel. The gel dissipates. As you get older, in women, past menopause age, as you get older, hyaluronic acid just disappears. And why black women, when they get older, they have even more ashy looking skin? Why you hear so many black women talking about moisturizing all the time and putting shea butter on themselves because they couldn't do otherwise? When you shake a hand of a black person, 99% their skin, the palm of the hands, is dry because they don't have enough hydration in their skin. And the one thing that you can do is you can apply hyaluronic acid. That's the #1 thing. You can apply hyaluronic acid on your skin wherever you can. You can also take, in addition, you can take supplements into your body that will help to hydrate, like, you know, there's vitamin E, there's fish oils, they will help to hydrate your skin. But this is the one thing, that will hold the moisture under the skin, the hydration under the skin, and it will plump the skin. That's #1. I want to ask now, majority of women do know what Restylane is, right? You know Restylane injections that people put in the lines that they have? Not Botox, but Restylane. Guess what is Restylane? Restylane is hyaluronic acid. Exactly this, but in a higher concentration. That's what Restylane is. What does Restylane do when you have lines? How do the lines go away? Thank you for the hearts. How do the lines go away? Because they inject into the lines this way. They inject the hyaluronic acid, and then the hyaluronic acid stays there, takes moisture from the water from the body, and it plumps the skin up. And when it plumps the skin up, the wrinkles, the lines disappear because now the skin is plumped up. So that's what hyaluronic acid is. So it's not like, you know, a new invention. It's something that the human body, I always say nothing better. Our body knows what we need. Our body produces a lot of what we need. And then, of course, when we get older, we lose it because that's just way of life is. But this is the one thing, hyaluronic acid, that if you have no money, no matter what, you need to make money and buy hyaluronic acid for yourself. And you have to understand that as a black person, you lose more water than a white person, and therefore you need more hydration. And when you have more hydration, you don't have ashy gray skin. And let me just tell you something. With all black women that put shea butter or coconut butter or anything on their skin, there's something that you have to know. You can put all that on your skin, but because shea, it will only give you superficially a good feeling that it is moist, right? But shea butter, coconut butter, all these butters, they are big. The molecular structure are big. They cannot penetrate under your skin. So they will never give you moisture or hydration. They are just occlusive. They're like Vaseline, which is occlusive. So you put it on the skin, it feels good. It feels good, but it does not hydrate your skin. And drinking more water for black people also will not hydrate your skin more. The more water you will drink, the more you pee it out. The more water, if you think that drinking a lot of water because you don't have so much hydration, you don't have because you lose so much water, will replace what you are missing. No, you are peeing it out, because the more you drink, the more you pee out. And remember, I always said this all my life. When in America they preach it, they say, drink, 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 drink. I always said, no, drink, 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 drink. You drink as much as you need. You drink when you are thirsty. There is nowhere written, nobody even knows, because it's a tale. Drink 2 gallons of water, drink 10 gallons, drink 5. Where is it written? Who said so? And it's a hearsay. And remember that you drink what your body needs, and when you overdrink, you are flushing out vitamins, you are flushing out nutrition in your body. So just drinking water, because Eva said that black people's skin loses water faster than white people's skin, just by drinking a lot of water, you will not eliminate that problem. You can drink water, some of it will stay, most of it will be peed out, flushed out of your system. What you need to do as a black person, you need to look for products that have hyaluronic acid on them, and for products like for your face, this is hyaluronic acid for your face, but there are products that have hyaluronic acid in them, like moisturizers, and this is what I would put on my body. Just on a shea butter, all is wonderful. It feels good, but it's not hydrating, nor is it moisturizing. And let me just tell you something for black people. Be very, very careful with your skin, because shea butter, that a lot of black people love, and coconut butter is an occlusive, it's like Vaseline. And when people, young women, or young men, they have oily skin, they have dehydrated skin, but they have oily skin, 2 different things. And when you step out of the shower and you put this shea butter or coconut butter on your face, just do yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor. Before you put it on your body, do the hyaluronic acid, do your face first, put hyaluronic acid on your face, and then put a serum, you know, like any serum that is a nutritional serum that will moisturize and hydrate your skin. So you do this and this for your face. Then do your body. I'll tell you why. When you have oily skin, and you do the shea butter all over your body when you step out of the shower, and particularly now that it's getting cooler, There is a lot of shea butter that stays, or coconut butter, all this occlusive on your hands. And then you go to put the hyaluronic acid and your moisturizer or night serum on your skin, you are clogging your skin up. Because the shea butter is like Vaseline. It's an occlusive, it's not a moisturizer. It's just occlusive. It doesn't allow any moisture to go out, but neither does it allow any moisture to go in. So it's a good occlusive, but that's it. And if you put that on your skin, and you have oily skin as a young black person, and inadvertently, you don't even think about it, you just did your body, and then you put, and you do your face, you are clogging the pores of your skin. And if you do it every day, you will eventually get more and more breakouts because the skin is clogged. So always do in the reverse order. Take care of your face first, and then you do your body. You use whatever you want on your body, which is okay, but not on your face. Okay, so I just wanted to share this with you guys because I know that majority of people don't know this and don't know the difference between hydrated skin and between oily skin. Thank you for the heart. People don't know this, and it's very important for you guys to know the difference. So just this, I share this, and if anybody has any questions, guys, you can always call me at 305-864-3333. That is 305-864-3333. And they can reach me in Miami and in my Atlanta Noonan clinic. Guys, ciao, Elijah, bye love. Bye.